Hi everybody, it's Astra here, and today is April 21st, 2026. And there's nothing really special for most people about this day, but for me, it has now officially been 4 months since I was close to death, since I was on my last breaths in the psych ward. And the night that I had to basically resuscitate myself back to life, December 21st, 2025 was that night. So for me, it's a very special day, sort of, because it's the 4-month milestone. But it's really the milestone that I can say that I have made significant progress, and I'm really happy for how far that I've come. Right? So the 19th of December, 2025, I intentionally mixed caffeinated, taurinated energy drinks with my medications intentionally to end my life. And I already had 2 prior attempts with the same kind of mixture earlier in the month of December. And So yeah, it was a really rough month. The 19th I took the medications, and then the 20th and 21st that I went into the ward, I had severe symptoms, inflammation from my jugular to my heart. My breathing was pretty difficult. It was really hard to kind of stand up, walk a few steps. I would breathe very heavy. And the night of the 21st rolls by, a couple days after I took this mixture, and they give me propanol to go to sleep. And at the time, propanol had a huge impact on my unstable system, as it would bring my breaths per minute down by half. It would put my heart rate in the 40s, just laying awake. And so they gave me propanol to go to sleep, and I had to sleep, and I can't wake up, and my dream starts to collapse into this void earthly realm, and I basically have to resuscitate myself. I have to run fast to this grid that's disappearing away from me, and I have to shout at the top of my lungs that I believe in God in order to wake up, or otherwise the voice said, "You're not going to wake up otherwise." And all of the vital signs point to the idea that this was a medically significant event, that I was close to death. And so I shouted at the top of my lungs that I believed in God. I'm not particularly religious, but I did that, and I sprinted as fast as I could to the grid that was disappearing away from me, and I made it. And it took a lot of willpower and a lot of strength to do so. And the reason why I did it was because it was distressing. It was terrifying. It was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my life. I like to tell people that if there was, a relative that I saw there that I liked, maybe a favorite food, favorite TV show, something, I wouldn't have run. I would have stayed, and I would have passed away. So, but the terrifying aspect of this near-death experience made me want to run to the grid. It made me want to fight for my life. And I reached it, and it took me a while, and I woke up with a big groggy headache, hypoxic headache. And once I got oxygenated, I went into the nurses, and they didn't seem to take it too seriously, but I knew that point was I had come closest to death. And I went from being on my last breaths, being on a very unstable heart and lungs, combined with POTS syndrome, to now being almost 300 miles into my Appalachian Trail journey, helping chronically ill people with POTS, inspiring people, telling people about my story on the trail, and doing 15 miles a day. Yesterday I did 15 miles. 15 miles of hiking with 7,300 feet of elevation change. I woke up late because I have hypersomnia problems with POTS, but I just felt like saying that it has been a very transformative 4 months for me. And I'm really happy that I've gotten this far. And, there may be only, 30 or 50 viewers on my channel or whatever. I don't have many viewers, but each and every one of you means a lot to me. And honestly, I think I would rather have a small community than have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I certainly would never want to become corporatized, where, it's all about sponsors and all about, Netflix series are written about me. You get the point. I don't think I would ever, deserve that, but I can tell you that I'm just happy to have the few loyal viewers that I have, and so your viewership means a lot to me, and especially if you shared this with somebody that's suffering with chronic illness, that means a lot to me too. So I just want to thank you a lot. We've come a long way in this 4 months. We've come from being on our deathbed, our last few breaths, to conquering all of Appalachia, all of the Appalachian Mountains, conquering the Georgia section, conquering the Smokies, going past the Smokies. So, I just want to say thank you very much for supporting me in this journey, and I wish you all a wonderful day.